Hey everyone, it's Lady Night, and today I'm doing day 3 of the 7 days, 7 VRs challenge from On the Cusp Tarot. And today's hashtag is going to be 10 questions every tarot reader should answer, which was originally put out on a blog by Left Hand Tarot, which is not there anymore. And I saw this first on Katie Flower's channel, but I think, yeah, hers was also a VR, and many people have done it already, and it was brought back by Heather Carter recently. So yeah, now I'm going to do it too. And I have the questions written down, and now we'll start. So, number 1, were you mentored or self-taught? I wish I was mentored, but I am self-taught. Although, in a way, with, the books are kind of like teachers. All the videos that we can watch on YouTube are kind of like tarot classes, so in a way, self-taught with a little bit of mentoring in there. Number 2, are you a psychic or a tarot reader? I would say I'm a tarot reader. I don't know if I have any psychic abilities. Well, as a teenager, I kind of had some connection to death or people dying, but I don't know if that makes me a psychic. I don't even know what the exact definition of a psychic these days would be, so I'm just going to go with tarot reader. Number 3, are your predictions accurate, and is accuracy important to you? Well, it would be important to me if I made predictions about the future, but I don't. Like in the very beginning when I started reading tarot, and I didn't really have all the books available that I have now, or all the research on the internet, all these videos, and other people who have also studied tarot. My post-it notes are falling off. No. Yeah, so if I was aiming for predictions like back in the days, then that would be important for me. But nowadays, I'm more concerned about that what I say makes sense to the person that I read for, and whether that's myself or someone else, so that they can actually work with what I tell them. And yeah, if I do predict something, then of course I would want it to be accurate, especially if they're counting on it. But yeah, mostly I want them to resonate with the reading. Number 4, is there anything you can't predict in a reading? I don't know. I really don't know, because I could only answer that question when it comes to it. Is there anything I can't predict in a reading? Well, I have predicted death, so that's that. I don't know. There's so many things I never tried. Like, I never tried any financial stuff. Like, Wall Street kind of stuff. I never, I just focus on different questions, so I can't really talk too much about predictions. I don't know. I would have to cross that bridge when I come to it. Number 5, do you only use tarot, or are you multi-disciplinary? I use a little bit of astrology here and there. I use a website where I put in the dates and, place and time and everything. And then that website is calculating everything for me, and I don't have to draw the natal chart myself. I don't know how to do that. So I can just read whatever that website gives me and incorporate that into a reading, for example. Or I have astrology oracle cards. I even have an astro tarot that I haven't worked with yet. What else? I think so far, well, oracle cards or astrology are the only things that I have used for divination systems. Well, I do have an old game, well, old, it's from 2001, that works with Egyptian gods and goddess symbols, and maybe I'll show that in one of my future videos. And I use that with my family quite a bit and with friends. That was quite fun, but I never really used it that much. So, number 6. Is the message in the cards or in your head? For me, it's both. Because I put down the cards, I read the cards, and then when I see it, there's like something happening in my head where I either see like a film playing out, or sometimes I get a gut feeling about something when I see a specific card. So it's the card first, and when I look at the cards is whatever happens in my head. And that's what I use to put it into words, if that makes sense. Number 7, are you a priest or a fortune teller? Well, I guess a priest in the sense of seeking knowledge, and a fortune teller maybe when my gut gives me a certain feeling and I act on it. Kind of like, yeah, like, would you call that a premonition? I had, okay, as an example, in September or October of last year, I wanted to go to a concert, which is in another city, and it would have been a 2-hour car drive. And I had taken the day off of work so that I could go there, and in the morning when I got up, I had a really bad feeling. I was scared. I didn't know why, but I was scared. And the only thing that I could think of was something to do with car. Driving the car, having a car accident or something. And I was really scared. And I got the ticket for the show as a Christmas present. And then I asked my fiance, would it be okay if I don't go? I know you gave me the ticket, but I'm really scared. I don't want to go. And he said, sure, if you don't want to go, then you don't go. And a couple of days later, I found out that the brakes on my car were failing. Like, I was in the car, and they were, like, it was getting really hard to brake and to slow down the car. And then at one point, thankfully, I was going slow, and it was at night, and there was only one person there. But the brakes completely failed, and I almost hit someone. And thankfully, he got out of the way. And later in the auto shop, they told me, yeah, the fluid from the braking system was completely gone. So naturally, they didn't work anymore. And if I had gone to that concert on the Autobahn, where I would have been like 120 to 140 kilometers per hour, I don't know if that's the equivalent to 75 miles per hour, but it was really fast. And if if my brakes had failed right there, that could have been it. And so I'm really thankful I listened to my gut feeling. And maybe that could have been fortune telling, I don't know. For me, a priest is someone who collects knowledge, and a fortune teller, might do predictions. So in that case, I was predicting not to die that day. Yeah. So I guess both. Okay. Number 8. Are you a fixer or a looker? Well, I think if I turn to the cards, then there is something that I want to fix, and I'm not just looking, so in that case I guess I'm a fixer. Number 9. Do you read for free or for fee? It depends. For my family, I don't charge. I read for them because it's family. For very close friends, it's kind of like a trade. Like, I read for you and then you help me with something else. And for strangers or like family members of friends or something, if there is no trade to be made, or like, yeah, I would either let them pay me with something like chocolate or like $5 or $10 or something. Yeah, so I have done readings for money, and I also do a lot of readings for the people in my family and my close friends for free. And number 10, is there anything you won't predict in a reading? Well, I don't think I'm ever going to do another health reading again. I mean, yeah, never say never, but the one time I did, the answer was death, and I have no intention of repeating that. So, yeah. Well, that was my 10 questions every tarot reader should answer. And tomorrow will be day 4, and I will do the rapid fire on the cusp from On the Cusp Tarot. So, see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Bye.